Welcome to the show. I really hope my microphone is on. It's me, your host, Gabe El Taib, for the second time today. That's right, folks. I decided to double up on shows today on YouTube. I've got my amazing daughter with me here for Father-Daughter Dance, episode 4. We made it through 4 of these. Oh, we made it through 3, and we're starting 4. How are you doing today, Minnie? Welcome.
Hi, I'm doing great. I performed stand-up comedy for the first time in about 2 years last night, and I absolutely killed. So I'm just on a high right now. I'm just so happy and
floating. Yeah, I debuted Double Impact with Shanth and Jetty last night, and you were at the comedy club here in San Diego telling stand-up to drunk, lonely people. So, performing runs in the family, I guess. So
it does, yeah. And
So
hi everyone in the chat.
right. So who do we got? JP Rocha, Gen X Strong, Hervoya Grope. I got to know how to say your last name, Hervoya.
He said he'll tell us when you make him a mod.
Right. Well, I made him a mod. That's what the blue name and the wrench are.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
And TBG Animation is here.
Some person, JP Rocha.
What's with the huhs? Mix-a-Lot. You are not. How dare you? How dare you? I'm glad I'm not Mix-a-Lot. That's his only hit song.
Yeah, he has another song called My Posse's on Broadway, and it's so bad.
Right.
And
he has another one called Cake Boy that's homophobic, so that wouldn't play nowadays.
So, wouldn't do well in today's climate.
Tough crowd. Yeah. Speaking of tough crowd, how did you want to tell us how the comedy show went last night?
The comedy show went fantastic. I won't go on a lot because this is a positive show. I recently went through a really bad breakup. It was awful.
Told you not to date shitheads. You wanted to disagree with me. What does Dad know?
It was such a bad breakup that I was so sad. I started writing stand-up comedy again, and I'm still super funny. So I just trashed my ex, and you know what? I did fantastic. So thank you for hurting me. I'm funny again.
There you go. He fixed it. It's like when R2-D2 had that thing stuck on him, and Luke picked it off, and then Princess Leia came out in the video or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got those 3 good movies.
Yeah, I think I screamed like R2-D2 at one point during that relationship. So
I don't know if you listened to I had a great show. For those of you in the chat, hit like, subscribe, and check out more on the channel. I interviewed Chuck Dixon, the creator of Bane, and he did the Robin series and Punisher, and oh my God, what a legend. I've worked with him a few times and didn't even know I was working with him at first. And I did a Bane voice on the show this morning and had him rolling. You know that I can do a Bane voice pretty good. And your brother gets a little irritated when I do it. But I'm pretty good at Bane.
Peter,
if I don't say so myself.
I think impersonations run in the family because I can sound like a couple different people. I can sound like the mom from Family Guy. I can sound like Kermit, and I can sound like King Julian from Madagascar. I'll just do one.
So what if the mom from Family Guy saw Bane like robbing a bank? What would she tell him?
Oh my God, Peter, that man has a gun.
Don't pay any attention to what I need the cup to do it. Mind your own business, you gossipy bitch.
Oh my goodness.
And scene. But okay, so you want to get over to our first segment, Judge Judy? Did you have anything else?
Let's do it.
Okay, so as you guys know, I had water in my beard. I hope it wasn't just dangling the whole time. How gross. But as you guys know, we do a segment on the show every week. Minnie loves Judge Judy. I am indifferent on Judge Judy. I appreciate her business acumen. She feels a way about Judge Judy as I feel about Guy Fieri. Loves him. And we do a segment where Minnie explains a whole Judge Judy case to me, and then I have to guess Judge Judy's ruling, and I will decide if Judge Judy judged correctly. So here we are. None of that bullshit in my court. That's what she's making.
I love when she goes, is not an answer. I love that so much.
So is she like a Long Islander or whatever with that answer?
No,
like
I just like saying that. She speaks normal. Well, yeah.
Right. So let me see.
There's
we got
a couple
little more
in this one. Yeah.
Oh, this is an inquisitive, like, what the hell did you just say? Look. But let's get on to the case now. So we got, are these the plaintiffs or the defendant?
The plaintiff is the gentleman and the defendant is the lady. This again is
never mind. Okay.
Don't. So this again is like a really, really fast case, and that's why I like it, because it's just fast justice. Okay. So basically, the lady, again, it was so fast that these people's credits aren't even in the show. It's illegally from YouTube, but I don't care. So we're just going to call her Maria. Maria has a dog that she allegedly found in the canyon. And Bob,
A
his dog
canyon
has
dog. Who
yeah,
didn't have a canyon dog growing up?
exactly. And Bob, his dog has been missing, and he claims that it's his dog. And
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay, I think I know exactly where this is going.
the dog is at the courtroom. So
Right. So Maria, you claim you found this dog in the canyon. Would you like to explain it to me, Maria? Go ahead. You're Maria now. I was Judge
so
Judy, in case you didn't notice.
yeah, Maria took this. We're gonna call the dog Fifi. I think there's a picture of Fifi in there somewhere.
But we'll get to
Fifi,
it.
hi Tari. So Fifi,
Little
she took
Fifi
Fifi to
right
the vet.
there.
Yeah, she
Look
took
at that
Fifi.
guy. Look at Bob winking up some tears too to win
I
this one.
know.
All right.
Maria took Fifi to the vet, and the vet said that Fifi was around 5 years old and a mixed breed. And according to Bob, he's about 1 and he's a full bred dog. So according to Maria, that couldn't possibly be his dog.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh man, so who's the liar here? Because I don't know what the facts are about the dog. Let me look at the dog. Does that dog look 5 or 1 to me? I have no way of knowing. But I think
That's what Judge Judy said. She goes, the vet can't tell you how old it is.
right. I mean, did she cut the dog in half and count the rings or whatever? I think that the dog is a year old, and there's a way that Bob proves it to Judge Judy, and then the lady was a total fucking liar and stole this dog. Dog thief, shame. Am I right?
That's exactly
And
what
I'll go
happened.
right to, and you got to do a Judge Judy when you tell him, am I right, Your Honor?
That's exactly what happens. The Maria's daughter leaves the courtroom. Judge Judy goes, the dog's here. Go get the dog. The daughter comes with the dog. The dog's all antsy.
I wish when the dog came in, the dog was wearing a suit for court because you have to dress up.
Yes, he's
The
wearing
dog
a
is here. Oh
suit.
yes, ma'am. He's waiting in the lobby.
It's Hugo Boss. Maria's daughter has the dog, and Judge Judy goes, put the dog down, and the dog's all antsy and shaking. And then Maria goes, don't do that. And then little Fifi runs to Bob, her rightful owner.
Oh, nearly like the wisdom of King Solomon.
That's what I thought. It's like the story of when he says to cut the baby in half, and then the real mother goes, no. So
right. The evil lady who wasn't the mother of the baby they were fighting over in King Solomon's court said, fine, cut the baby in half. Neither of us will have it. And the real mom said, no, give it to her, spare its life. And that's how Solomon knew the big liar was.
Yeah, so she's King Solomon, Judge Judy.
That's right.
But yeah, so
we need those reggae horn
I
sound
need that
effects.
app on my phone. I keep forgetting every
I
show.
used to have just that app on my phone. Like, what a waste of space. There was like a green. Oh, hang on. I have it. Oh, hilarious.
I used to play that app so much at one of my best friend's houses that her parents had a rule that I wasn't allowed to play after midnight. They were like, Minnie, stop with the air horn.
Like Gremlins, it's not allowed after midnight.
I feel so bad. Woolries, if you ever see this, I'm sorry. He says, no, J-Bot Art says, just make the noises. I like that too. Bam, 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 bam. If we get famous enough, I hope that we have fans that'll edit that and add and it'll be like, bam, 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 and they'll like put like glasses and be like, deal with it.
JP Roach, Judge Judy smoking a lot of cigarettes with that deep voice. No, it was I all along. I know my impersonation was so good that it fooled you.
Speaking of that, we're gonna do impersonations.
I'm a master of disguise.
I can sound like that slimy lady from Monsters Inc., Roz, where she goes, I'm always watching Wazowski. That's exactly how
I feel like if you don't be careful doing that voice, you could like Hershey squirt yourself or something.
Oh my God.
That's an intense voice. Anyone, not just you.
Yeah, I use my whole body.
Yeah, you got to get into character. Yeah, you don't want to overdo that voice. Things could go wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Judge Judy, victorious again. What am I? I'm 4-0 on the Judge Judy.
Yeah.
That's right. I still got it, baby. Let's move on to some news of the day. Is this good news or bad news?
This is really positive news, actually. And that's why I chose this story. I chose a story for 3 reasons. 1, it's local to San Diego. 2, it shows that people can reconcile and get back together and get through anything. And 3, people can change their life for the better and be sober.
All right. So it looks here, the headline is $10 a month for Planet Fitness. No, just kidding. That is news. No. Is it Planet Fitness, that stupid gym where they like give you pizza or something on Thursdays? Or
I don't
I don't
know.
know. It's not my kind of gym. My kind of gym is 15 feet that way behind me, by the way. The House of Iron, baby. San Diego couple renews marriage vows after 100K divorce proceedings. Extremely rare. What are the details here, Minnie? What happened?
So it's a local San Diego couple, and they originally got married in 2011, and they have been struggling for 10 years, but they finally got it together. It's Brittany and Wylan. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Brittany really struggled with her sobriety. Wylan also struggled. They actually met at a sober house when she was 19 years old, and they were sober for a couple years, had a kid, and then they started casually drinking again, which if any of you guys are sober, you know, you don't do that. I know you fall off the wagon sometimes, but you don't do that. But, and it got really bad. They started fighting. She started doing drugs. She lost actually custody of her kids, and they separated and filed for divorce. However, she went back home to Wisconsin, got sober for like 29 days, came back, got a job, got custody of her kids, and her and Wylan were just trying to co-parent. And they eventually fell back in love, and now they're together, and they're a couple, and they're sober, and they have multiple kids, and they're happy and healthy here in San Diego.
Awesome. It's the greatest city in the world. Let me ask you this. I don't understand where the 100K divorce proceedings come in rare. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm not going to read this from over here.
It was all the lawyers and stuff. Just like, it was so extreme. People spend hundreds of thousands sometimes getting divorced.
They spent $100,000 getting divorced?
Yeah, and they're together, and they're still in debt from their divorce.
Man, they better
They
be
did all these extra steps just to stay together.
Oof. That's like
But I'm
100.
happy
Yeah,
because
100.
they're sober, and I always think it's important for families to be together, and it's a really tough situation, but I just honestly, it almost made me emotional. I was like, I'm so proud of them, and I don't even know them.
I see. Is this them again here? Sorry, let me pop this up.
Yeah, I have all kinds of, there's all kinds of pictures. Yeah, they're together now.
Oh, he changed up the hairstyle.
He did.
His name is Wyland. Well, congratulations, woman. I forgot your name and Wyland.
Brittany.
Brittany?
Brittany and Wyland. And the crazy thing about this, though, is that they receive a lot of hate, too, because some people are trying to tell them, like, oh, you're just telling people to go back to your toxic partner. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. They completely changed themselves. They got sober. They saw a therapist. They're keeping their family together. Like, they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, that is some projection. Yeah, and one thing for all of you guys listening, and you, Minnie, too, if I could give you some dad advice here, is the haters. This is what we do with haters. Remember that Trump tweet saying, happy Easter to everyone, including the losers and the haters. You just got to go forward in life with that kind of thing. Like DC Comics and Marvel and the mainstream, I just put on my glasses, get in the car and drive off, look in the rearview mirror like, oh, shit, they're back there with a broken tire. Oh, well, you just got to leave the haters, man. When people are just crapping on what you're doing and they say you should be doing, if someone's life is a big mess and then they're giving you advice, don't listen to the advice. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And when people are trying to pull these two back into the bucket, like crabs back into the bucket, they shouldn't listen. That's a bunch of weirdo projection. So if I were Judge Judy, I would rule they did the right thing by getting back together. What would be the limit? What would be the limit of money, to get back together? If they said, okay, you can get divorced and you can get back together, but it's going to cost you. Now they're into this new marriage, 100K, and they didn't even get a vacation in Maui for it. Right? So
can you imagine that? Like all that money and like, we're still together. Just kidding, everyone.
Oh my God. So I wonder how far this money could go before they said, we could just co-parent.
I didn't even know divorce could cost that much until I was reading the story. Then I was reading other divorces, like when millionaires get divorces. Like I knew this lady that was married to a lawyer, and he had 6 lawyers on his team when he was divorcing her. And she was like, I don't even want your money, dude. I just want the kids for Thanksgiving.
Jeez.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's nasty. Like, I've been married to your mom for 25 years. We always count that by how old you are, basically. It's about the same time, give or take. Hey, I believe in heritage. That is a Mexican tradition to have kids in your teens.
Hey, you guys lived up to this.
I'm just living up to centuries of tradition here. That's all. Let me check on the chat really quick.
Yeah, I want to say hi to everybody.
Oh, no. TBG says they're about to get divorced. I hope you're kidding, but if not, sorry, that's really rough. Hi, everyone. Nice to catch you live. I enjoy listening as I work, says Space Monkey.
Dude, these are so much fun.
Yeah, and Hervoye seems to be throwing in some independent
That's
comic
funny.
projects that I am unaware of, but at least give them a click. I don't know if I endorse them or not because I haven't reviewed them, but Hervoye is free to put in indie comics in there because we do support indie work.
Yeah.
So, what else do you have for me today? That was an uplifting story about people defying the odds and getting back together. We had Fifi. Look at this poor man. You know it's his dog. Look at his eyes there.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people. I mean, I cry really easily, but crying over a dog is a different type of.
Oh, our dog. Is he
Yeah.
with you now, Gene?
No, he's not in the room. I can go grab him though.
My dog was assaulted at the dog
Our
park.
dog was attacked, and the owner
Go
was a
get him.
jerk.
Go get him and show everyone. Our dog was attacked at the dog park, and I intend to press charges to the full extent of the law. I'm just kidding. The dog got bitten on the ear by another dog. But let me check. Oh, Cranberry Langer says hi, father and daughter. I can see crying for S. Pretty. I'm not sure what that means, but yes, indeed, I agree.
Okay, everyone.
This is Gene Boy.
Shit.
He is.
My computer. Hey, everyone. This is Gene Parmesan.
He is a basset hound, and he is my best friend when I eat. He comes and sits next to me in the kitchen and just looks at me until I give him a scrap of food. And literally, when I go out of town, I went to visit my dad for 3 weeks. Gene lost weight. I went to Disney World and a long vacation with my wife for our 25th wedding anniversary. Just recently, I came back and Gene has lost weight. So I am the culprit. I am the one that feeds him too many goodies when I'm eating. I share my dinner with him. A man's best friend is his dog, right? Gen X Strong. What do we have to say here? Only time a man can cry is if he loses his child, his mom, or a dog. End of list. I agree with you, but what if he wins the Super Bowl or the heavyweight championship of the world? I would throw those in there, but yes, you are right. I'm not disagreeing. And OMG, Bassets are the cutest.
Did you guys hear that?
What happened?
He just burped.
I thought you were going to try and blame a fart on the dog or something like that.
No, he literally just burped.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, because you're squeezing him up there.
Aw.
Anyway, tell them quickly what happened to Gene, but try to make it funny.
So we went to it is funny. I mean, it's sad, but it's fine. I take him to the dog park almost every day, just to get out of the house. But also, he's a dog. He's a puppy. He needs like to burn off all his energy. And a Dalmatian of all dogs just attacked him. Gene is not fixed. He still has his balls. I don't know how to say that nicely. He's not fixed, so a lot of dogs don't like him. And the Dalmatian just grabbed his face and started biting him and attacking him. And the owner grabbed him off. And then I started crying. I started crying, but the guy was like, "It was your fault." He literally tells me, he goes, "That's what happens when you bring an unfixed dog to the dog park." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And then, sorry, I just saw someone write my name in the chat. And then he got really mad at me, but then he came and pet the dog and said he was sorry. And then I left. So yeah. So Joe, if you see this, that was really crappy of you, but he's okay now.
All right. So Gene is going to live. Gene's going to make it.
He's going to live.
You call me hysterical crying on the phone. And as a father, you get these phone calls and in your head, you're like, 50-50, this is actually something bad. And you're hysterical. And you bring him home and he has this nick on his ear. I was thinking how much money I was going to be into. I wonder if I would be willing to spend $100,000 to save Gene's life,
Gene.
or would I just get a new dog for a couple $100?
I feel like
I
that's
love
like
when people say they rescue a dog.
Mm.
Oh my God. I just picture them like coming in on the cable from a helicopter, crashing through the window of a skyscraper with night vision goggles and just shooting up the room, grabbing the dogs and jumping out and just parachuting into the escape vehicle, rescuing a dog. You see that bumper sticker on people's
Who rescued who?
Who rescued who? It's usually next to like a coexist sticker or just stuff like, or Cal Berkeley stickers, things like that. And yeah, I don't like to throw the word hero around, but those people are true heroes.
I like playing the game Are They Crazy? It's like the more bumper stickers, the more unhinged they are. I have 2 stickers, but I'm self-aware of how I am.
Right.
Dalmatians are known to be biters. I've also heard that, sorry, it is Old Dirty Fatty. I love these usernames. Please keep making weird usernames. Old Dirty Fatty said Dalmatians are known to be biters. So I heard that after he got bit, but I've also heard that they're not nice to kids. And I'm like, a dog knows to be mean to kids? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Should rename him Evander Holyfield. I don't know what that means.
You should rename him. Evander Holyfield is the guy that Mike
Oh, who
Tyson
got bit by
chopped his
Tyson?
ear off.
Oh, I'm gonna call him that now. But yeah, let's see what the chat is saying.
We
Sorry,
can
guys.
give Gene. Okay, so his name is Gene Parmesan after Arrested Development's character, the secret detective,
PI, the family's PI,
private detective. But we can give Gene another nickname, call him Real Deal, because Holyfield's nickname was the Real Deal Holyfield.
So he's Real Deal Gene.
He can be Real Deal sometimes when he's tough. When he's being a baby, he'll be Gene Boy again. So
he is a baby.
That was
someone Kervoye said, "Look at his face."
What would Bane have done if someone bit his dog?
He would have killed the dog and the owner.
I would have bit him back and not on the ear.
Al Peter, somebody bit the dog. But let's see. Cranberry Langers, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Crying for a pet. Hello, Basset Hound. Gene says hi. He's on my lap right now if you guys want to. He's right there. Not bulimic dog. I don't know what that means. Darth Justice 1 said, I had a cat, Lady Vader. I love that name. That died of cancer. I cried, not ashamed about that. I've cried for every pet that's
What would Bane? No, just kidding.
What would Bane say about that?
I'm obsessed with that voice. You know I am. I love doing that.
That voice is really good, and so is Sylvester Stallone. Some person
and my wife's name, mom's name is Adrian.
Oh yeah, like from Rock.
And someone told me that had to be intentional. Like, listen, I'm a big 90s action fan. I did not marry a woman because her name was Adrian.
Very suspicious.
I married her because her name was Adrian, and I can do like a real good Stallone impersonation. No. What would Bane and Rocky say? No, just kidding.
What would Bane? That's what you when you say that, Dad. Ow, my nose reminds me of like kids. You know, like how kids just ask questions.
Oh my god!
What would Bane do about that? Like, that audio? You ever have a dream that you could do anything and you could be the best ever?
Oh, where's that from? Is that like from TikTok or I know that from somewhere.
It's a famous like 90s video of this kid, and I just want to ask whoever posted it because it was on some sort of like special or some after school special. Why would you embarrass that kid like that?
Oh, not nice.
Okay. Let's say hi to the chat. So some person said, Minnie, are you suspicious as I am about you being 9 months older than your parents' marriage? It's never crossed my mind, and I don't know what you're talking about.
In fact, and I must correct you, she's only like 4 months older than our marriage. So get it right.
It's weird. Right.
Yeah. And some person asked, may I have a wrench? Not yet, because this is the first time I'm seeing you around here. And you would understand that I got to see people around here a while just so I get a feel for them and trust them and all that. Nothing against you. That's just like a policy for me. I'll take a watch. You know what I mean? So
we recognize you guys. I recognize a lot of you guys, like your names, and I love the regulars. That's what I'm gonna call you guys. You guys are like, I'm like a bartender, and you guys are my regulars. I really like you guys. So
how do you pronounce this, Minnie? I know Rocky would say, hey, is that what
he's saying? Hey, I don't know.
I don't know what that's supposed to say, but it is hilarious.
It's so funny. I agree with everyone. I tried to make it. Jordan Chornock.
Okay.
Sorry, I feel like the boomer in this stream with my dad because he's like on YouTube every single day. And we do this stream once. We want to do it twice a week. But I always forget to read your guys' usernames and then what you say. So like I read what you say and then I'm like, oh, I need to respond to that. So Hervorier, Adrian Barbeau. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait, is that her name?
Beautiful actress.
Yeah.
Beautiful
okay.
Actress. Yeah, we're talking about me marrying someone named Adrian. No, I was at church youth group and I saw the smile about this big across the room, and then that was it. You know,
and the rest is history. Mom does have a super pretty smile. That is something that I will say is that it doesn't make any sense. Like the things you inherit from your parents. Both my parents have fantastic teeth, and me and my brother just like had like these like roller coaster teeth.
Your poor brother had like crooked teeth, and I think it's in the thumbnail for this video, but maybe his mouth is shut. And I was holding out on buying braces because yours were 5,000, and I was like. And he was missing a bunch of teeth. I remember I had to get a bunch of teeth pulled because they didn't fall out till he was old.
Yeah.
And then his teeth are like summer teeth. Some of this way, some of that. They were brutal, the poor kid. He was like in 6th or 5th grade. And I'm like, I don't want to buy more braces. I'm just going to see if the new ones are straight when they come in. And he's like, Dad, I need braces. I need braces. And after about 6 months or maybe a year, I'm like, these teeth ain't straightening out on their own. So we got him braces. I just didn't understand why you guys' teeth were crooked because me and your mom, our teeth are so straight.
I don't know. I wish I inherited that, but also just Yeah, you talking about smile. I just think about that, like the defining characteristic when you think of somebody.
Right.
But 1 second.
Yeah.
The chat. Old dirty fatty. I keep want to saying old dirty farty, and I don't know why.
I want to say Old Dirty Bastard, the famous rapper. So
Old dirty fatty. If you don't want that sweet puppy, I will give him home. I very much want him, and also I want another basset hound. So if any of you guys know, I just want him to have a friend.
if any of you guys know where we can get a free basset hound in San Diego, just hit me up.
We should start a fundraiser for that. Minnie and
Really?
Gabe need a
Really?
free basset hound.
People can send in super chats until we buy another dog.
Oh yeah, guys, you can do super chats if you want. I sent one yesterday to my dad's video because my
Told you
mom
not to send one. YouTube takes half the money. I just
Yeah,
paid
but-
myself $2 to give YouTube $2. What are
And
you
all-
doing sending me a super chat?
I wanted you to feel supported.
Oh,
L.E. Munoz. I don't know. My teeth are mostly straight, but some are chipped. And when trying to open beer bottles in my army, my grandpa can do that. What does he do, Dad?
my dad, he can open the bottles with his canine teeth. I see it. I'm like, oh, my dad is something else. He had a bad wisdom tooth and he took it out with a screwdriver in
Good.
and then just popped the thing out. Didn't
That's
want
a
to go to the
man.
dentist because it costs money. So yeah. Jordan Troinak says, wow, monetized now. Woo woo. That's right.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
can
did it.
monetize.
This is your channel, your shows. We're having a lot of fun here. So I guess we're done with the news. We're done with Judge Judy. We told our little stories about yesterday. I'm really happy for you. You're going to be, you can tell people, I don't know if anyone's local, but you're going to be doing comedy here in San Diego all weekend.
Yeah, so I'm going to be at the Madhouse. It's just for the open mic. I don't know when I go on. I don't find out till I actually get there, but I was there yesterday night and I'm going to be there until Sunday night. You guys can hear all about my fantastic breakup, but it's really funny, I promise. It's really funny.
Right.
And yeah, it's funny, it's fantastic. It'd be really cool to meet some of you guys too.
Right.
I just comedy is very healing. So you know, if any of you guys, even if you don't ever want to do stand up, write about your pain, write about what you're going through in life, and honestly, you'll feel better. I know, like journaling, whatever, but that's what I was doing. I was so upset. I started writing and I was like, oh, I can turn all this hurt into something beautiful. And that's what I did. So come see me at the Madhouse. I'll be there for the open mic Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll be there next week too. So
Cool. Very cool.
So
I don't know. What do you think this comment means? Did I say something about my granddad?
yeah, we were talking about Grandpa opening stuff with bottles.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Sorry. We're going a mile a minute here. So I was like, is this a joke or did I miss something? Or I'm not knowing. Didn't know what I was saying there. Didn't know what I was reading. But I want to thank you all for joining us. Oh, no, we're not over yet, man. You got to vamp for the camera for just a second while I find something. Tell him something funny. Go. Make with the haha.
Okay. I'll actually tell you guys one of the jokes I said last night. This is 100% true. I was dating somebody that was in a wheelchair. They're handicapped. And at first, I was really excited to date somebody handicapped because my initial thought was, ooh, he can't run away from me. So he would never appreciate me saying that, but that actually happened. But yeah, so that's just a teaser. If you guys want to go to the open mic,
There'll be more of that at the Comedy Gold.
there'll be more of me trashing somebody. And it gets kind of extreme, but again, it's therapy and I feel better. So
All right, here's a well wish from some person. I hope your career as a comedian is successful. I hear about how difficult it is.
thank you.
Watching her from the outside do it, and myself as an artist and entertainer, it's hard and all that, but it's good, hard fun. You know what I mean? You feel it's like lifting weights. You feel awesome afterwards and stuff. So, oh, you got one laugh. Tough crowd.
Hey, thank
You got
you.
one laugh on that joke. But okay, thank you for joining us. More Judge Judy, more news. I want some news to piss me off next time, and some good news too. And as always, we're signing off with this, Minnie.
One sec. Oh wait, hang on one second. Really quick.
Oh,
I
what
want
was
to
it?
acknowledge like a couple people. Hi Tari, thank you for saying it's an amazing stream. Christ Gang, heck yeah, Jesus. Old Dirty Fatty says I open mic too. It is painfully fun. And then Hervoyer said, Minnie, I said I'll tell you how to pronounce my last name if I ever come on the show. Not now, since it's 1:27 a.m.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of people that can't pronounce their name in the middle of the mid-morning hours or the middle of the night. That's a thing. Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah, my uncle Cornelio had the same problem. He couldn't tell people his last name at 1 a.m. Very weird. It's not rare, but it's not uncommon. You know, it's one of those things.
Nobody ever knows how to say my last name, El Taib. I just want to marry someone and be like Minnie Smith. That'd be so freaking easy. But yeah.
Little boring, gotta say.
Minnie
So anyway, Thank you so much for joining us. And as always,
Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.